How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is episode 14 of a Let's Play series for Farming Simulator 22 on the mod map Iowa Plains View. And where we last left off, we ended up installing our very beginning of our little pop-up market that we installed there in town. We also bought several new production points, including the bakery and the dairy, to kind of piggyback off of the flour mill that we purchased. Um, we're making bread, we're making cornbread, we're making premium potatoes and pig food. So now we can stop relying on buying the stuff. We can actually just produce it with the product that we already have. What do we have going on today? Well, what I want to get accomplished, starting with number one, is we are now in the second growth stage of all this grass over here and on the other side of the road on the main farm. I want to mow all that, bale it, and get it all picked up. That's number one. Number two, want to start looking into what it's going to take to get some money. I want to get some money because I want to make a purchase. And I think it's going to be very advantageous for me to just do it, get it done, and just get it done. It's I think in the long run, it's gonna in the short run, it's gonna be kind of a nuisance and a pain, because we might have to go into a little bit of debt. But I think in the long run, it's gonna be worth it. So, long story short, let's get to work on all this grass, get this all baled up, loaded into the laboratory over there, and then yeah, and we'll go from there. So we're gonna get into the big crone, fire it up. Go a couple stalls down. Load up the Snufflestuck. And now, grab the baler. I think I missed it. No. There we go. Alright, first things first, we're going to start with across the street. Because we can. So you can see right here in front of where the sheep are and all this, there's tons of area that could be mowed. We just haven't. Oh, and if you haven't already noticed, we're in June. We are hopefully 1, maybe 2 months away from the barley being ready to harvest, so that's going to be rapidly approaching. Going to keep an eye out for any contracts. At the moment, there are absolutely none. Went ahead, skipped forward. You can see our grass field, that's ready to harvest, and the other grass fields around the town here are ready to harvest as well. So we gotta get those. If those contracts pop up, we'll probably end up working on them, probably in the background, because y'all have seen this quite a few times. So I'm going to go ahead and probably just skip through as much as I can to eliminate some of the repetitiveness. Anyways, I'm probably going to hit that pole. There we go. Now we lowered this. Fire that up. Nope. Nope. Lower. Fire it up. Perfect. Let's get to mowing. Alright, we just finished across the street. Now we get to do the big field. I'm expecting to get a fair bit off of this one. But as I was mentioning earlier, I want to reevaluate what I'm doing over here. So this section here, you can see, is all just stock grass. Like, it's not a part of my fields, it's not a part of anything, it's just here. And I think I want to extend this field of grass out so that I can get better yields and just better product in general, because I'm going to take care of it, going to put in lime and fertilizer and all that. So I'm thinking about extending out just behind me here to where it's going to be just a better just better product overall, so I can get better quantity and quality. So I think that's kind of the plan for the immediate future. um, but we'll see how all that goes. We'll cut you all back in once we're done mowing. See you in a bit. All right, so we are all finished with the mowing and the baling on both sides of the property. Need to just go ahead and put away this equipment. Let's see. Drop that there. Just need to back this up ever so slightly. Right there. Then we need to hook up to the baler, back that into place. You can see all the bales just waiting for us to pick up. Let's see. Let's go ahead and park this one way over here. Oh, oh. There we go. Something like that. And now we just need to go and park this. Perfect. Alright, gonna run across the street and grab one of our tractors. Probably be able to get away with just the just the 6 here. Here we go. Perfect. We're going to run across the street, pick up our bale trailer, and just start, actually probably head back across the street. We'll start there. We'll finish over here. There we go. Alright, lower this down. Let's see if I can get this one without going into my field. Ah, perfect. Alright, let's pick up the rest of them over here. Alright. So we're almost done over here. Pull a Yui. Alright, 2 more left. Last one. Alright, let's fold this away real fast so we can cross the street. So 9 bales just over here, that's not bad. It's actually pretty good yield, actually, now that I'm kind of thinking about it. You know, we missed out on that last few harvests that we've done. now we go over to the big field. Let's see. So we've got room for 3 more. 2. One. All right, there we go. We're just going to keep running back and forth. So we'll catch you up at the end once everything's all picked up and thrown into the laboratory. We'll see you in a bit. All right, getting ready to pull in with the last load. Go ahead and drop this off. Last 14 bales. Drop those there. Pow! Load this back up. We'll park the trailer. We'll come over here, make sure the process is up and running. That should fold away. There it goes. Perfect. Now throw this in here. Excellent, excellent, excellent. There we go. Okay. Now we're going to run over here. Make sure that this is working properly. Right about there. Alright, we want to make hay and silage with digestate. And you can see, check this out, we've got over 600,000 liters of both hay and silage, so that's just chugging away. But the real cool thing, look at all that digestate, 254,000 liters of digestate. That's awesome, just awesome. 24,000 liters of seeds. We got everything rocking here. So very cool. That's going now. Let's see. Any contracts pop up yet? I kind of doubt. Yeah, I doubted it. Next month is going to be busy because you can see we're already in June. There's nothing going on in June besides olives, poplars, grass, oilseed radish, alfalfa, and clovers. It's all the grass stuff, including the poplars, which I guess I don't think is technically a grass. Maybe it's on the same kind of grow plane as grass, but olives and grapes are their own thing. But you can see we're going to start getting wheat, barley, canola, and oats in July. So that's going to be where it's at. But now I want to get the plow over here, and I want to plow this out. This will be the perfect time to get this going now that this is all harvested and kind of done up the way I want it to be. So if we cross the street again, ooh, got a car coming. Perfect. I'm going to grab our plow and we're going to plow out this field all the way out to the edge there. And we'll be able to pick up some stones. That'll be nice. There. Let's go ahead and lower that down ever so slightly. Perfect. Alright, so I think where I'm going to start is along the back side of the pig pen over here. So I kind of think I'm going to ignore this kind of area over here. So you can see how the field over to here, there's this inlet right here. I think I might extend it right up into this corner by this inlet. All right. Oof. Now, let's kind of do something like that. I think this will work out just fine. About right there, maybe? There we go. And then we follow this kind of corner around. The way I figure it is that if I decide to use this parcel of land for anything other than grass, like if I want to build something, maybe put a pig food mixer, I mean something, anything, I can still do it, and I'll just reclaim the plowed area for, actual other purposes. We just keep following this kind of edge here. I don't want to get too close. Otherwise I might run into some issues. Okay. Now we just plow this out right along the edge. There we go. All right, perfect. There we go. Look at that. Yep, that's much better. Much, much better. Now let's finish this area over here. So not a whole lot of work to do this, but it's going to increase the yield, I think, quite significantly. And it's going to make all these stones that we're pulling up available. Just going to get the stone picker across the street after this and be good to go. But all in all, I think it's going to be well worth it. Have this kind of more unified grass area that'll hopefully produce roughly the same. But what I'll have to do from here, though, is get an additional soil sample because I don't have this area as part of the actual soil map that I have. So if I don't have this, it's going to end up costing me in the end. So hopefully I'm approaching my last little bit here. I'll be able to run across the street and grab the stone picker. And there we go. Perfect. Like I said, not a huge amount of work, not a huge area to do, but it's enough to... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I just had a thought. I don't know if this is going to work, but I'm going to run up to the shop just real fast, because if this works, this is going to save me a ton of time in the future. Not right now. It's not going to be... It's already too late to do what I wanted to do now, but I'm actually just rather curious, and it's not an expensive upgrade. So I will cut us back in once I get up to the shop. I'll fill you in on what I'm thinking. Alright, so I'm rapidly approaching the shop here, and right over here, this is what I wanted to look at. Right here, the drawbar. I wonder if this will hook up to the back of my plow. And if it does, I can hook directly up to the stone picker that I have. Oh, yes. Holy smokes, that actually worked. Ho ho ho. Now the cool thing about this particular unit is you can slide. If you see, I'm pushing the button in the back and you can, yeah, the light isn't really helping. It's just a real bad shadow on it. You can see that bar, the ball and the pin hitch are moving. So I can select whether I want a pin or a ball. And yeah, it's going to work with the... Oh man, why didn't I ever think of this before? See, off to the left you can see my barley is starting to go. Soybeans over here. It's getting there. A few more months and we'll have us a harvest. But yeah, I can't believe it took me this long to think of this. I've done several plows, and I could have been gathering up the stone all at the same time. Look at this. Now what I don't know is with the plow up like this, is it going to allow me to do anything, or is it too high? It's too yeah, it's too high. Well, I could do this. It's just a little temporary solution. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and get all these stones off the field. Now, one thing I will show here, let me make sure that my settings are proper. Okay, allow create fields is off. Perfect. Oh, that's the... Look at that. Perfect. Oh, that's the light from the through the trees. Okay. Whew. Alright, so like I said, gonna go ahead and continue picking the stone here. I'll cut us back in once everything's all done. See you in a while. Alright, we're on the home stretch here. Getting ready to wrap up the stone picking. And after we do that, we'll dump this in the lab, get the lime to produce. Again, it's not much because I think we take a loss on stones to lime, but it is what it is. Not a huge deal in the end. Alright, now let's lift that up. Lift that up. Fold them away. Perfect. Now everything's good to go. Just take this over and dump it out. 719 liters of stones. Not too bad, all things considered. There we go. And bam. Yeah, so for every 100 liters of stone, we get 50 liters of lime. So we lose half of the product that we put in, but it's all done. Nothing more to do. Alright. Now what we're going to need is the semi-truck. Actually, what we need to do is buy the soil map. Yeah, see, here it is right here. Uh-oh. I can't buy the soil map. Well, I guess that means I've got to go up and buy a scouter. Oh well. That kind of stinks, but I don't want to lose out on not being able to identify what's in that field. So, what we'll do here is just back this up. we go. Now I need to drive up to the shop. Alright, picked up my new Scout. I'll be able to get soil samples of the land that I just created, so that'll work out just fine. Alright, get back, take a soil sample, figure out what kind of dirt I'm working with, and go from there. Alright, we're back here. We're going to unfold this. We're going to take us a soil sample. Come down here. Take another. Take one more. There we go. This should be more than enough. So let's go ahead and send those off. Just make sure we got everything. Oh yeah. Yep, more than enough. Perfect. That up. Alright, let's send this back to the other side. There we go. Let's see what we're working with. Stop here. Oh yeah, perfect. Oh, we even got some of the neighbors. Oh well, not a big deal. We'll just know that for future if we ever expand. Okay. So now we know what we're working with. We can go ahead and safely... Well, first we gotta put this away. Then... put this right about here. Okay. I don't want to plan anything just yet, so we're just hooking things up. We're going to get this in across the street so we can... Oops. Oh, I'm failing big time. There we go. There we go, grass. So we're just getting this kind of staged across the street because what we need now is a truck, the semi over here, and we're going to convert the trailer over to a spreader formation. There we go. Alright, let's get this trailer converted over. Because not only do we have to do the new area we just made, we also have to do the old area, and we have to mulch the old area. Which, speaking of which, I don't have a mulcher anymore. I need to get one. There we go. Spreader system. Oops, wrong button. All right. And now
to load this up with some lime. There we go. Holy smokes, this thing. I can't even back the camera up far enough to be able to see how far it's going. Well, that really toned down the usage. Alright, as you can see, we got everything we needed back at the shop. And now, just gotta finish this little corner here. Perfect. Tuck that away. And now, we gotta go dump off all this lime because we got quite a bit left over. We'll go and throw it into our laboratory over here. And then we're gonna jump in the John Deere right there with the seeder and start planting. Alright, so this is the one thing I absolutely adore about this trailer. Normally, if you were to have lime or fertilizer in your spreaders, you have to unload it into the pallets. This lets you unload it right from the trailer, so you can keep it as loose product. You do not have to have the product actually in the pallet form. Amazing. Love this trailer. This thing, ugh, just anything to keep you from having to deal with pallets or anything like that when you don't necessarily have to. Ugh, makes me happy. Happy, happy. Alright, now what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to start at the other end. Got this set to grass. Perfect. So this way, if I start down here, I can kind of follow the edge of the field. There we go, something like this. I'll have a little bit of overlap, as you can see, because this is a direct drill, so I am planting over top of the old field, so ever so slightly, but I think that's going to be better than the alternative. There we go. Just a little bit of overlap is fine. There we go. Alright, now I've got plenty of space around the field. It's kind of a border. Okay. This little chunk over here done. Now, perfect. I think once I get turned around here, I can just let the worker just kind of go back and forth. There we go. Something like that, maybe. Just a slight overhang at first. Alright, well, while the worker is going back and forth, I need to run up to the shop and pick up the mulcher that I just purchased. Should work out really well. It's a 10-meter wide mulcher. Just need to run up there. I'll cut us back in once we get back and can start using it. We'll see in a bit. Now I think that because this is in the mulching setting, this will work just fine right over here. There we go. All right. Oops, sorry. All right, so that is mulching, correct? All right, so that is growing, perfect. It's mulching like I expected it to. All right. So at this point, we need to go ahead and fold this up, fold that up, and put all this away. And then what's nice is now that I've got that mulcher, also doubles as a roller, I can just roll this real fast. So that'll work out really, really well. So we'll go ahead and throw this into the shed, into its spot. Okay. Actually, I don't need this at the moment, so we'll go ahead and leave that there. And now we'll go ahead and run back over and see how the mulcher's doing. Actually, here, let's check it out here. Oh yeah, doing a great job. Oh, there it is. Oh, looks like it's doing exactly what I need it to do. Check down at this end. You can see the nitrogen is bad. pH is perfect, but we gotta throw some fertilizer down here, which we'll do that here in a little bit once we get done with this mulching. See how this is looking. Oh yeah, that's looking real good. All right. All right, on the final pass here. This is working out perfectly. There we go. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Let's go ahead and fold this away. Now we'll grab the semi-truck, throw in a whole bunch of fertilizer. So I shouldn't have to fertilize this section here, but I will have to fertilize the parts that are still covered in lime. Those are the ones I'm going to have to specifically focus on. Let's go ahead and just run across the street. There we go. Now we need this. Open up the trailer. We need to load this with fertilizer. Alright, hopefully I have enough fertilizer here. If I don't, not the end of the world, but I'd certainly prefer it. There we go. Alrighty. Grass field is all done. Perfect. And now, just need to park the truck. Alright. So I'm at a crossroads. My pigs have produced 6,000 liters of slurry. My cows, they have 8,700 liters of slurry and 10,000 liters of manure, and I've got 621,000 liters of silage. I really think I need to borrow some money and buy the biogas plant. I really think I got to. It's 300,000, and I think it'll be worth it. So I know I just parked this thing, but you know what? I'm gonna give the bank a call, borrow some money, and I'm gonna buy. Alright, so just borrowed a bit of money. I now owe $500,000, which sucks, but I think in the end it's gonna be worth it, because I got quite a bit of product to haul up to the biogas plant, the manure, the slurry, as well as the silage, and I can be producing a lot of different product. I can produce methane, and I can produce more digestate. And I might just start producing enough digestate where I say, okay, forget about it. I don't need to produce it for, fields or anything. I need to sell it. So that might be a future step. Who knows? Who knows at this point? But we're almost up at the almost up at the biogas plant. We will go in there, drop down to 300K, and be good to go. And there it is. Biogas. Over here, $300,000. Biogas plant is ours. Alright, silage, slurry, manure, sugar beet cut. We have 3 of the 4 products here. So at this point, we're gonna... Ooh, what happened? Ay, ay, ay. Okay. So now we have access to the bunker silos there. We need to convert this trailer over and start bringing down some of the materials we need. We'll see you back at the farm. Alrighty, so got it all converted over. I got to thinking about it, and I think this will be much better suited for the semi, having the gooseneck available. So first things first, let's pick up the manure. I think I can do that right about here. Yeah. Alright, 10,230 liters. Now hopefully this means that I won't get hung up as bad coming on and leaving that ramp over at the biogas. So we'll go ahead and jet back over there. We'll see you in a bit. Alright, we are here back at the biogas. We're gonna here we go. Dump into there. And boop, turn that on. We're gonna start producing methane and digestate. Now we gotta go back and get the rest. We'll see in a bit. Okay. Now it's digestate time. Or I'm sorry, silage time. What was I thinking? Load this up fully. A little over 40,000 liters. There we go. Alright, now we head back to the biogas. See you in a bit. Alright, we got the silage here. Let's go ahead and turn that on. We're making methane, digestate. And now we got to get back to the farm, convert this over to a liquids tanker, and then take all the slurry we can get and bring that over. Then we're really going to be producing some goods. So unfortunately, I had to spend quite a bit of money. I was over here and I destroyed the fence and several trees over on the farm here, this Johnston's farm, I believe it's called. Yeah, right here. Jackson's farm. I destroyed their fence and I destroyed several trees. So unfortunately, I got to talking to them and we reached a deal. I would rip out all their fence and replant several trees around their yard. It cost me a fortune. Almost 70 grand plus the 15 grand to try and rescue my trailer. So long story short, they got me off the hook, but it cost me quite a bit of money, and you can see I'm down to now 32 grand. I am a sad panda. This
This was not a good way to draw this to a conclusion for this episode. But you win some, you lose some, and I unfortunately lost today. But in the same breath, I do end up being a winner because now I've got a whole new production point. There we go. Now we've got the tanker. Let's go ahead and fill it up with the slurry. And then we'll call it good. Let's see about right there. Yes. Alright. 8,700 liters of slurry from there. And now the pigs. Let's see what they got for me. And there we go. Just shy of 15,000 liters. We'll take this over, get this processing. I think we'll call it good from there. Whoa. Just noticed a big lean that would happen on that turn. Alright. We'll see you over there. Alright, well, some reason I don't have the right adapter for my trailer there, so I'm going to run back to the farm and figure out a different method of doing this. Back in a little bit. Alright, so I leased another trailer that I think I'll be able to have the right set of adapters to. It's just a little transport trailer specifically for slurry and digestate. You know, hopefully everything will work out just fine in the end. So we'll see how it goes. We're heading over to the biogas. We'll see you in a minute. Alright, let's see if I can fix the coupler issue. Here's hoping. Let's try and squeeze in here. Alright, there we go. Yep, so we're just going to load from the trailer we own. We're loading in here first. And now let's go ahead and dump in. Alright, so we are loading in. Perfect, perfect. There we go. There we go. Now that tank is empty. We will return the lease tank. And now we can go ahead and have a worker take this set of equipment back. There they go. Alright, so silage, slurry, and manure, good to go. Yeah, they're processing, they're working, they're making methane, digestate. Wow, it's actually producing quite a bit of digestate already. It's, oh yeah, look at that. Okay. See, figure, yeah, that's gonna produce a fair bit. I'm not, okay. I can do that. I can live with that. Man, that's running really quick. I'm actually rather surprised. It must be the silage. I'm getting tons and tons of silage. Or tons of slurry and methane from the silage. Sweet. Well, that's awesome. Alright, well, actually, here. Take one last look real quick just to see something. Yeah, awesome. Well, it was a bit of a bumpy ending, but we ended up making it through it in the end. Just took a wee bit of time, but I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please show me by liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, following, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. That shows you're engaged with this channel and enjoying the content. That being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.